Uh, So today we are going to discuss very important topic. So we are discussing about the SQL Server constraints. Okay. So let's start. So the first is we are going to be discuss about the what is unique key. Okay. So let me write down the what is exactly the unique key. Okay. So basically why we need to be have the unique key. As I said suppose if you don't have a unique key or primary key, basically the unique key is, it does not allow the duplicate values in the column. Okay, what is this unique key will do? It does not allow duplicate, values in the column. What do you mean by duplicate? Suppose example, you have the column, you have the table and you have the column name as a mobile number. Okay. So suppose you have already given some mobile number, okay, 98480123, something mobile number, okay. So already you have given some mobile number, okay. So if user try to be insert the same mobile number again, so your unique key constraint throw the error message. Bus, this number is this, whatever that the string is there, already it is there. You cannot insert the duplicate value. So that is the use of your unique key constraint. So unique key constraint, what it will do? It will not allow to insert a duplicate values. Okay. Let's try to be let's try to see the how to create the unique key constraint. Okay. So let me go to my services. Wait a second. Services. Okay. Let me on my services there. SQL Server. Okay, already it's running. That's good. So let me open Management Studio. SQL Server Management Studio. Just give me a minute. Okay, good. So let me open this. So let's see how to create a unique key, okay, and how unique key is going to be restrict to be insert the duplicate values. And one more important point, unique key going to be allow one null values. Remember, this is most important. Remember, unique key it allows only I'm repeating, only one null value. Remember this point. Unique key constraint going to be allow only one null value in the column. Okay, let's see. Most important, guys, this is the favorite interview question. What is the difference between the unique key and primary key? Okay, so and primary key compulsory will get the interview questions. What is primary key? What is unique key? So a lot of times this is the favorite interview questions in SQL Server, and these are the mandatory. If you not give this answer, again I'm repeating, if you not give this answer, especially constraints, what is unique key, what is primary key, what is foreign key, again I'm repeating, these are all the mandatory, guys. If you not give these answers, they simply reject you. Again I'm repeating, if you not give these answers, they simply reject you in the interviews. So these all mandatory kind of things you should know as a developer. Let's start. So let me select my, already I have the database, right? Let me select this one. It's a me, right? Okay, I will create a table or else. Okay, create. So let me check the online directly. Okay, so why I need to be write all these things? So just give me a minute. So it's going to be easy. Okay, so unique key constraint in SQL Server with name with unique key Okay, so let me check it. Is that the name is there? unique key. I want to give the particular unique key name. Yes, it's there. Okay. So I'm going to be take this table. I will explain you. Can you mute yourself, please? Okay. See here. First of all, let's try to understand the syntax. Syntax is important. Okay. Any constraint. Remember this point. This is the syntax. Constraints. Constraint, and this is the constraint name. Constraint name and constraint name. It may be, you know, and the what exactly the constraint you need to be give. Suppose it's a unique key or primary key, you need to be give mentioned here. Okay, so whatever is there, constraint name, unique key, and here you need to be mentioned the column names, which columns you want to be make the so unique key. Is it clear? This you understood the syntax? Again I'm repeating. Suppose you want to be add the constraint to the tables. Okay, so what is the syntax? First you need to be mentioned as a constraint, and this is the constraint. And one more important point, what is the professional way to give the constraint name is this is one. Remember this point. The first is you need to be give the table name first, and then give the column name, and then you need to be mentioned about the unique key. Whatever the if unique key, you mention the unique key. Okay, or if it is primary key, you need to mention as a primary key. Okay, you understood this concept, the naming conversions, table name underscore column name comma unique key. So my question is why you need to be give this kind of naming conversion? It's easy. Well, let's suppose you get the any error, so it's easy to you be identified. Oh, this table, this column, I have the unique key. Yes sir, you understood this point, Bindu? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the table name. So tell me now point. I want to be create the unique key for this, you know, this table. What I need to be used? Tell me the naming conversion. So what is the table name here? Persons. Okay. Persons. And what is the which column you want to be give? Suppose I want to be give the ID column, right? See here. So you need to be mentioned here ID underscore ID. Okay, and the unique key. That's it. Simple. Is it clear? Forget the name. Vinita. Vinita, are you there? Shiv Shankar.
Yes, sir.
So this is how, this is the syntax. I'm telling you syntax, guys. And this is the professional way. So if you give like this, they come to know that you are a real kind of professional. Okay, you have some experience. Okay, so now see here how he is given. You can give like this also. You see person underscore the column name also. You can give like ID or whatever, ID or last name, whatever it may be. Okay, like this you need to be give. UC means unique key. Okay, so some idea so that you come to know. Okay, this is the UC, unique key, and table name, ID, and last name. Okay. Okay, now, so last name not null, I have already given ID. Okay, so now let me create here. Okay, so first we are going to be check that without constraint, what is the problem? You know, with constraint, what we can do. Okay, what is the advantage? So suppose I'm going to be create this table. Okay, execute it. I have created the table. Now let me insert. So insert into persons. Okay, I'm going to be give the directly values. So what is the column name ID? Suppose I want to be give here 1 comma last name some Ali. Okay, MD. So next name MD, age is there. Okay, so now let me insert these values. So now I got successfully inserted. Let me select star from persons. So how many records are there? I have one record. Okay. So if I don't have the constraints, unique key constraint on this column, what is going to be problem? See here, I'm inserting 2-3 times. What is the problem? Duplicate data. Same data I'm able to insert. This is the problem. You understood? Yes, sir. Fast. Okay. Suppose I want to be drop this table. Drop table person. So now I want to be create the constraint. So tell me how to create the constraint fast. Yes, sir. Fast. Tell me. What is the syntax? Constraint. After that, table name. Yes. Person underscore column name. Let's suppose I want to be give the column for ID. Com underscore L name. Okay. And user. Let's suppose unique key. So this is how you are going to be give. Okay. And this is the constraint name. I need to be give the constraint unique key. Okay. Which columns you want to be give? ID comma. So you can apply the same unique key constraint, by one column and multiple columns. Remember this point. Okay. Last name is there, right? You will give the first name. Why last name? First name. Here you give mentioned as the first name. Okay. So you mentioned the not null this one. So clear, right? So okay. So now let me create this table. Okay. Any doubts here? Fast. Clear, right? Everything. If anybody has a doubts, immediately let me know. Okay. Now I have created successfully. Suppose I want to be insert. Suppose same query I want to be insert into the values. Executed successfully. Now I want to be insert. What is the problem? See that. See here. Are you able to see this? Person, table name, ID, F name. So that's the reason I told you to be give the proper constraint name. So by seeing this error message, you come to know, oh, I have created the this table, this column, unique key. So that's the reason I'm getting the error. Yes, sir. Understood? Yes, fast. Most important, Bindu, Vinita. No doubts, right? Vinita, are you there? So this is how. Suppose let's see some practically here. Okay. Suppose I want to be insert, give the some values here. 2, I want to be give. So is it possible to give the 2 and Ali? See here, and one more important point. Understand very carefully. This is most critical, guys. Again, I'm repeating. So first understand here. See here. Most important, guys. Most important. I want your full concentration here. So first of all, let me check what is the data you have. You have the data is first is 1 comma Ali. Okay. So now I have created the unique key on the ID comma first name. Okay. So now I am giving the name as a ID equal to, I change the ID, but I did not change the first name, first name value. So if I try to be insert these values, again I'm repeating, see here, already first name MD is there. When I try to be insert the value with MD, is it going to be allow, or I'm going to be get the error? That's my question. Bindu, you understood my question, what I'm saying? See, I have created the unique key on the ID comma first name. Okay. For these two columns, I have created the unique key. Okay. The first value is 1 comma MD is there. Okay. Now I change the ID value. So one instead of 1, I'm trying to be insert the 2. Now I already inserted the MD. That is the first name. But second time, can I able to insert the MD or I will get an error? That's my question. You understood? This is the most important. Compulsory you will get this question. Yes, tell me, sir, answer. It will get an error. Very good. So I forget the name. Vinita. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir. Is that going to be insert or you will get an error? Fast. We don't have a time. Is that going to be insert or will get an error? Your voice is not audible. Sir, just now we told, right, what is unique key? And then you have idea at least what is unique key, right? And then one is not duplicate. I did not get your point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying it is going to be inserted. So why it is going to be inserted? See, already MD is there. Already MD is there. Again, I'm trying to be insert the MD value. It is. But why I'm not giving the null, right? Null is different, value is different. Don't confuse. Okay, Shiv Shankar, what's your answer? Everybody is wrong. It is going to be inserted. See here, understand carefully. This is what you, if you understood this one, you are going to be understand the unique key. Okay, let's try to insert. See here, already I have, this, column 1 comma MD. Okay, now I want to be insert the 2 comma MD. Understand very carefully. See here, I am going to be insert this record. It is going to be inserted successfully. See here, select it, execute it. Why? My question is why it is going to be executed successfully. So let's see here. See here, I have the one. See, understand the concept. We have created the unique key with 2 columns. You understood what I'm saying is I have created the unique key for the 2 columns combination. What do you mean by that? So first is it is inserted the 1 comma MD. Next time, if I try to give the 1 comma MD, it is not going to be allowed. But now I have given here 2. You understood what I'm saying? So it is a different only, right? Compared to this one. Hello? Bindu? Or confusing? You understood what I'm saying? You check with the combination because we created the unique key for the combination. I did not create the unique key for the only 1 column. I create the unique key for the 2 columns. So that means the 2 columns combination. Okay, 1 comma MD if I already inserted. Let's suppose if I try to be insert the 1 comma MD, then I will get an error. It is going to be tell that boss. So when second time when inserting, it is going to be cross-check 2 combination. It is not going to be cross-check only 1 combination. It is going to be cross-check the 2 combination. So that's the reason it's allowed 2 comma MD. Is that clear, Vinita? Same ID and yes, it's possible. That is a different only, right? Say, let's suppose instead of MD, MDH, it's allow different combination. It is going to be cross-check. Suppose M1 comma MD is there. Next time, if you try to 1 comma MD, it will throw error. But 1 comma MD is already is there. If anything is different from the first values, it is going to be throw error. It is going to be allowed. So if you try to give the 2 comma MD, it is going to be allowed. Suppose, see here, whatever I said, already I have a 2 comma empty. Now I want to be insert. I will get error. Was already 2 comma empty is there. Suppose I want to be give the 2 comma null. Is it going to be allow or it is going to be throw error? Yes, sir. Vinita. 2 comma null. Is it going to be allow or it is you will throw error? Bindu. Okay, let's see here. Why it is not allowing? Anybody can give the answer. Which one? Already? No. Why it is not allowing is we have given the constraint of not null also. See here. See here. I have given the constraint as not allow. So it is due to the not unique key. It's due to the not null constraint it is throwing the error. But if you don't give the not null constraint, then it will allow. Understood what I'm saying? Because see, your unique key is going to be allow one null value, right? Yes, suppose. Okay, sorry, I'm going to be do one thing. I'm going to be drop this table. I will remove the not null constraint. Okay, so drop table persons because it's going to be create some confuse to you. Okay, my table is dropped. Okay, so now I will remove this not null. I will remove the not null. Okay, now let me create this table. Most important, guys. This is all the most important. Okay, I have created successfully. Suppose see here. First record I'm inserting with MD 1 comma MD. Okay. So see here, it is going to be inserted successfully. If I try to be insert the 2 comma MD, it's allowed. No problem because 2 combination is different. Same thing if I want to be insert second time, it will throw error, boss. Unique key constraint. Suppose if I try to be instead of MD, if I try to be insert the null, yes, it's going to be allowed. See here. I told you, right? It accept one null value only. It accept one null value. So suppose tell me, if I try to give the null here, is it going to be accept or error? See here, again, I'm going to repeat. See here, I'm going to be give the select star from. So see here, understand. If I want to be insert the 2 null values, is it going to be allowed or I will get an error? Bindu.
It will get error, sir, because only one null value will accept.
Okay, Vinita. Vinita, yes, tell me. Okay, Shiv Shankar. Shiv Shankar, are you there? Yes. It will get inserted or it will get error. See, again, you're doing the mistake. I told you, what is I told you? See here, you have 1 comma MD. Okay, you have the 2 comma MD. Okay, now you have a 2 comma null. Okay, so tell me one point. Again, I'm going to be do the null comma null. What is the problem to be insert? I told you. See, you are giving the null to here, right? Combination. Why you are not checking the combination? See here, you have 2 comma null and you have a null comma null. Both are not same, right? Sir, one null value with the combination I'm telling you. See, if suppose here, in that case, it should not allow the 1 comma MD, 2 comma MD also, right? So let's see here. Okay, let's see here. See here. inserting. You understood what I'm saying? It allow null value with the combination. You check with the combinations. The most important, this is all, this is only the confusing. See here, you have the null, but with the combination, because you created the unique key with the combinations. Technically, if you don't create with the combinations, then it is going to be allow only null values. Yes, sir. First, suppose tell me one point. Suppose if I do like this, 1, 3. Suppose here I'm going to be mentioned here MD again. Okay, is it going to be insert or going to be get error? Already I have a MD. Already I have a null. Vinita. Tell me, Vinita. Hello? Bindu, yes, tell me, Vinita. Bindu. Going to be insert or get error? MD already is there. Null also here is there. So is it going to be insert or you will get an error? Bindu.
Yes, sir.
Shiv Shankar. Okay, let's see here. It will going to be inserted. Why it is going to be get error? See here. See combinations. You are not understanding the combination concept. So see here. Here the null is there. Here the MD is there. Okay. So this is what. See, understand again. I'm going to be repeat. Okay. See, first it is going to be insert. This is the one. Let's suppose think like that. This whole combinations, suppose this is going to be whole combinations, put it, mark it as a E. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when you not
Suppose you have created the, yes, suppose you have created the unique key for the only one column. You are not created the with the combinations, because here you have created with the combinations. This is the only the tricky. You created the unique key with the, so that's the reason. So it is checking the combinations. You understood? Let's suppose first you
Yes,
try.
sir.
Suppose if I drop this table, I've dropped this table. Okay. I don't want to be create the combinations. I want to be create with only with IDs. Suppose first, see here, I have only one unique key. Execute it. Okay. Suppose I want to be insert. First is I want to be insert as a 1. Inserted successfully. Second, next time I will get error because already 1 is there. Suppose if I have a null, yes, it is going to be, inserted because, sorry, inserted because one null, it is going to be, suppose next time if null, I will get error. It allows only one null values. The problem is we have created the unique key with the 2 combinations. So that's what I'm saying. So first, when you have a combination, when you are saying that 1, MD, it is going to be treated as a one unique key record. This is one record, unique key. Suppose if you are trying to be insert the 2, MD, this is the again. So it is not going to be check the column to column. It is going to be check the combination, because you have created the unique key with the 2 combinations. If 1, MD is there, it is going to be cross check bus. Is that let's suppose if you are trying to be insert the 2 comma MD, before inserting the 2 comma MD, it is going to be cross check with this 2 combination, is that the data is there or not. If data is there, the same combination, then it is going to be throw error. If the same combination, the data is not there, it is going to be allowed to insert. Simple. Okay, suppose say it's a third case. So 2 comma null, it is going to be cross check. Is that the 2 comma null already is there? This is a unique key. Suppose think like the 2 comma MD also, it's a W. Okay, so this is the combinations, you cross check it. Okay, so yes, so the combinations is because you have created the unique key for the combinations. Yes, sir, fast. Vinita, this is most important. Vinita and Bindu, you understood? Shiv Shankar. Shiv Shankar, you are confusing. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Vinita. So simple words, what is unique key? Unique key will not allow the duplicate values in the column. Unique key allows only one null value. Unique key allows only one null value. This point you need to be remember. Okay, so unique key means you need to remember, it does not allow the null values, it does not allow the duplicate values, it allows only one null value. That's it. Interview going to ask you the question, what is unique key? Unique key is going to be, it does not allow the duplicate values, it is going to be allow the only one null value. Okay, now next one. So this is what your unique key. Next thing is you have the primary key. Where is your notepad? Okay, so this is you're done. We done about the unique key. Combinations important, guys. Sometimes they are going to be asked you the combinations. Okay, now let's go to the other key, that is a primary key. Most important, most important. Primary key compulsory will get this interview question. So what is the primary key? Primary key looks like a same like a unique key, but there is a slight difference. Primary key also does not allow even one null value also. Null value also. This is the most different. It does not allow any duplicate values, and primary key does not allow even null value also. Whereas unique key allow only one null value. Whereas the primary key, even it does not allow the null value also. Is it what is the difference between the unique key and primary key? Most important, this is the most, let's try to understand the differences between the unique key and primary key. Okay, so let me write down here unique key, primary key. Unique key, it will not allow duplicate values in a column. It allows only one null value. Okay, the third point, you can create multiple unique keys on table. So that means that the same table you can create the, suppose example, you have a table 1 example. You have the table 1, okay? Table 1, you can create unique key 1, unique key 2, like this. So you can create, unique key 1, unique key 2, like this you can create it. Okay, is it clear? The 3 points. Again, I'm repeating. The first is it will not allow the duplicate values in a column. Second point, it allows only one null values, only one value. Third point, you can create multiple unique keys. Example, let's suppose I have a table. Suppose I will create the unique key for the ID. I can create the unique key for the other columns. I can create the unique key for the other column. Like this, you can create n number of the unique keys. Is that clear? Any doubts? Shiv Shankar, Bindu, Vinita, any doubts
Yes.
here? Yes, sir, fast.
No doubts, sir.
Okay, now let's try to understand the primary key. Most important, okay? Tricky, somewhat tricky, guys, okay? What is primary key will do, you know? It not allows, yes, it not allows null value. First point, it not allows even null values and duplicate values. Second point, you can create only one primary key. Most important, guys, don't confuse. I am telling about the, you know, table. Don't confuse with the columns. Okay, you can create only one primary key. So that means that you cannot on the table, on the same table. So what do you mean by, suppose example, you have a table 1. Okay, you can create primary key 1. That's it. You cannot create the primary key. Primary key 2 is not allowed. Is that clear? Primary key 2, it not allows. Yes, sir. Is that clear, this point? Most important. Vinita. Hello. Are you there, Vinita? Bindu. Bindu, you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now tell me one point. Shiv Shankar, you cleared, right? So tell me one point. Can I do like this? Suppose I'm creating the table. Create table. Suppose I'm creating the table on employee. Suppose employee table. EMP. Okay. EMP. Suppose I have ID. Okay. ID. I have EMP number, EMP name. Suppose these all the integers. Okay. This is a varchar. Okay. Suppose salary, somewhat. Okay. Some columns. Okay. Now I'm creating the constraint. So what is I'm creating? Constraints. Constraint and the primary key, right? This is PK, primary key on the EMP table. Okay. And I want to be create like this, ID comma EMP number. So now, so this is primary key, and I want to be take the columns. So ID comma EMP number, suppose. So is that correct or wrong? About, you understood the second statement. Is that correct one or wrong one? So what I told you, right? You can create only primary key on the same table. So you cannot create the primary key 1, primary key 2, you cannot create it. But now in the below combinations, I am creating the one primary key. So is that is a valid one or it's a wrong one? That's my question. Very good. So Bindu, what's your answer? Sir, I'm explaining you, right? What is primary key? You don't have an idea, but still I'm explaining you, right? Nobody is there. Even Shiv Shankar is not there. Vinita is not there. Whatever now I'm explaining you, in that you tell me. Okay, Vinita, what's your answer? See, I told you the constraint about the unique key constraint, right? Yes, sir. Unique key constraint, you understood? The same fashion is there, right? Primary key. What is the big challenge is there? That's what I'm saying. Yes. Okay, see here, now understand. Understand very carefully. See, you are creating the only one primary key here. Here the no two primary key. Is that the two primary keys is there or one primary key? Yes, sir.
One.
Then why it is not going to be allowed the one primary key? Are we creating the two primary key? I did not say that the two column not allowed, right? I told you, you cannot create the two primary keys on the table. Unique key. What is unique key? Sir, unique key, you can create the multiple tables, right? Multiple, you can create the 2, 3, 4, 5, no problem. I told, right? What is the third point? What you're understanding? See here. Here I told you, you can create the multiple unique keys on the table. Like UniqueKey1, UniqueKey2, UniqueKey3, like this. Is it clear or still your doubts? Hello? So now here the primary key. So that's what I'm trying to say is, this statement, it is not that it's a no two primary key, it's a only primary key one only. If you create with multiple column names also, but the primary key is one only. That's what I'm trying to say you. Is that clear? So don't confuse with the columns. I told you that in that table, you can create the one primary key. So this is only one, it's a primary key one only, even if you create the combination with the columns. So this is you called, if you create the multiple, if you create the primary key with the multiple columns, then that is called as a candidate key. What is candidate key? If you create primary key with multiple columns, this is what your candidate key. So these all these things are there, guys. So see, I am telling you very, very, crystal clear to you. So you should show that you should not get any confusing. If you go to the interviews, they are going to be confuse you all these things. I am very, clarifying each and everything with the small layers also, so that your fundamentals get very strong. So that's what I'm saying. So don't confuse. If you create the multiple columns, means that is only one primary key. It's not like a two primary key. So in the table, you can create only one primary key. Yes, you can create the primary key with the different column names, multiple columns. Okay, so let's see practically. And one more. Sir, we created the two unique keys, right? Yeah, you can create, right? That's what I said, you multiple unique keys. What's the problem? Yeah, you can create another unique key with a different columns, no problem. Understood? Which one? I did not get your point. So don't confuse. See here, again going to be repeat. See, this is your only one unique key only. Even if you create the multiple column, let's suppose first name, whatever that the first name, this is the only one unique key. Suppose example, let's suppose copy this thing. So now suppose comma. If I try to create one more unique key. So here I want, at this point, I want to be L name, last name. So how many unique keys are there here? This is the true unique keys. Yes, you can create it, no problem. You understood the Bindu, Vinita? Bindu, so don't confuse with multiple columns. So that's the reason I'm each and everything I'm making you very crystal clear, all the combinations. I'm covering with you all the combinations. Tomorrow, if anybody asks you the constraint question, you immediately need to give the answers without any confusing. That's what I'm saying. See here. So let's go to the Google, type here candidate key. I told you, right? Candidate key in SQL Server. See here with example. Just type it here. See here, single key or group of multiple keys, unique key. See here. Let's try to be understand. So what is the candidate key in the SQL? Let's suppose. I will show you. Okay. Candidate key also called natural key, domain, business. Okay. Primary key is unique key on. So just give me a minute. Constraint, unique key. Okay. See here. Can be any column or combination of column, that is can qualify the unique key in database. Wait a second. When you have the right tick, then only you need to be check that one. Okay. Okay, primary key is the set of attributes which uniquely identify the student ID. Candidate key is a set of attributes which uniquely identify. See here, candidate key means multiple columns you are creating. That is candidate key. Whereas primary key, only one, like this. See, don't confuse. Key in the database management attribute to the column from the which composite. Okay, don't go that much detail. So don't confuse. See, if I to go, you will get a lot of confusing. So don't confuse it. I don't want to be go in detail to you because see, unnecessary lot of confuse to you. Okay. So whatever I'm telling you, just allow that one. Okay. See here, the column in a candidate key can have a one null value. So it's not a combination of primary key, guys. Sorry for that one. Okay. A candidate key may or may not be type of primary key. A primary key is basically a type of candidate key. So that means that you can create a candidate key with a different unique key also. I will tell you. Wait a second. See, that's the reason it is saying an attribute of the candidate key may contain a null value. Okay, wait a second. Don't go with that much detail. I will tell you. So first, let's try to understand the primary key. This one. With multiple columns. let's try to create this thing. So here you have created the primary key. I want to create the primary key. So see here the same thing. So let's try to give this one. So I want to drop this one. So unique key, there is no doubts, right? Yes, sir. No doubts in the unique key. Any doubts? Hello? No doubts in the unique key, right? Let's try to go to the, primary key. Okay. So I'm going to drop this table. Okay, now. Okay. See here, I am creating the primary key on the two multiple columns. Okay. You can create. See here, successfully created. Okay. So what do you mean by primary key? It does not allow the null values. It does not allow the duplicate values. That's it. So yes, you can do the combinations also. Okay. So now the next point is, so wait a second. And one more important point. Third point is most important. When you create a primary key, on the table, it's create non-clustered. Clustered, say clustered or non-primary key. Let's check it. Sorry, one clustered in primary key. Wait a second, clustered index. Yes, very good. See here. So let's go to our table. Okay. So when you create a primary key, it's create a one clustered index. What is index? What is non-clustered index? What is clustered index? We have a separate session, nothing to be worried about it. Okay. So primary key means these 3 points are most important. The first point, it will not allow duplicate values. It does not allow the null value. Second point is, yes, you can create the only one primary key. Yes, even if you are trying to create the multiple columns, that's okay. That's another thing. And the second important point is, when you create a primary key, by default, one clustered index is going to be created on the table. Clustered index is created. Cluster index is created on the table only. Okay, one cluster index is table on the table. Okay, is that clear? So what is index, what is clustered index, what is non-clustered index? We have a separate session, nothing to be worried about it, that one. Okay, so any questions so far? These 3 points. In the 3 points, any question? First is, it not allow null values, duplicate value. Second, you can create only one primary key on the table. Only one prime. You cannot create the 2 primary keys. The third point, when you create the primary key, a clustered index is going to be created on the table. Yes, Bindu, any questions? And one more important point, when you created the unique key, it will not create any clustered index. Only when you created the primary key, then only it is going to be create the clustered index. Remember this point. Shiv Shankar. Yes, sir, fast. Is that clear or any doubts? Let me share you this thing. Most important, compulse and the favorite interview questions. What is unique key? What is the difference between the primary key and unique key? Compulsory, you will get all the questions. Okay. So that's it about today's session. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the last one, that is a foreign key. Okay. So what is foreign key? We are going to be discussed. Okay. So today we cleared about the what is unique key, What is the difference between the primary key and unique key? Any doubts?
Not there.
Bindu, do you have any doubts?